You've slept next to people your entire life. As a kid. On trips. Maybe right now. And you probably thought that was just a comfort thing. A preference. But what if I told you it wasn't a preference at all? What if sleeping alone is actually the weird one, and your ancient brain has known that for 300,000 years? The prehistoric world that built this habit. Picture this. It's 50,000 BC. Somewhere in what is now northern Europe. A group of about 20 to 30 people settle for the night near a rock overhang. No walls. No door. Just the dark, the cold, and whatever's out there. And here's the thing. Nobody argues about sleeping arrangements. Nobody needs to. Because the rule is obvious. You sleep close. Or you might not wake up. Now, archaeologists digging at sites like Ohalo II in Israel, a 23,000-year-old campsite preserved under a lake, found something fascinating. The sleeping areas weren't scattered randomly. They were clustered. Tight. Deliberate. People weren't just near each other. They were organized around each other. And when scientists at the University of Exeter started studying modern hunter-gatherer tribes, groups that still live the way our ancestors did, they found the same pattern. Sleeping arrangements weren't random. They carried social information. But here's where it gets interesting. It wasn't just about warmth or protection. There was something else going on entirely. For most of human history, we assumed group sleeping was just a practical solution. Cold nights. Dangerous predators. Safety in numbers. Simple, right? Not quite. In 2017, a team of researchers from the University of Exeter published a study on the Hadza people of Tanzania, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer societies on Earth. And what they found changed how scientists think about sleep itself. When the Hadza slept, they didn't all go to bed at the same time, or wake up at the same time. They staggered. Naturally. Without alarms. Without schedules. At any given moment during the night, at least one person was awake. The researchers called it sentinel sleep. And here's the wild part, it happened automatically. No one was assigned. No one planned it. The group's sleep cycles just coordinated themselves. Think about that for a second. Your ancestors didn't need night watch shifts. Their bodies created one. Biologically. Involuntarily. And it gets more interesting. The research also showed that sleeping in groups directly affected something called sleep pressure, the biological signal that tells your brain how urgently it needs rest. In a group setting, that pressure was more evenly distributed, which meant individuals could afford lighter sleep cycles without risking full exhaustion. Essentially, sleeping together made everyone sleep better, not worse. Now layer this with what we know from co-sleeping studies in modern infants. Babies who sleep near a caregiver regulate their breathing and heart rate more efficiently. Their stress hormone, cortisol, stays lower. Their bodies, in proximity to another body, literally settle down. This isn't a parenting debate. This is biology. The human nervous system was designed to sense the presence of others during sleep. To calibrate itself against nearby breath, nearby warmth, nearby movement. Alone in a room in total silence? Your brain, your ancient 300,000-year-old brain, reads that as a potential threat. Not as peace. As exposure. That low-grade alertness you feel when you can't fall asleep in an empty house? That's not anxiety. That's your body doing exactly what it was built to do. So here's the reframe. Every time you sleep better next to someone, a partner, a sibling on a road trip, a friend crashing at your place, you're not being dependent. You're not being soft. You're running an ancient operating system that kept your species alive for 300 millennia. And every time you feel weirdly unsettled sleeping alone in a new place, that's not a personal quirk. That's sentinel sleep mode activating. Your nervous system scanning for threats the way it was calibrated to, because somewhere in your biology, the absence of nearby humans still registers as danger. Modern culture calls that weak. Evolution calls it optimal. So next time someone asks why you sleep better with the TV on, or why you can't fully relax in a hotel room, or why you instinctively gravitate toward someone on a cold night, you're not being irrational. You're being exactly what 300,000 years of survival shaped you to be. Which raises one more question worth thinking about. If human bodies were literally designed to co-regulate during sleep, what else are we doing alone that we were never built to do alone? Humans didn't survive because we were the strongest species on this planet. We survived because we figured out how to make each other stronger, even while we were unconscious. That's kind of remarkable when you think about it. So here's my question for you. What other habits do you have, things you've always called weaknesses, that might actually be 300,000 years of intelligence running in the background? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this made you see yourself a little differently, that's exactly what Stick Sapiens is here for. Every episode starts with a fact that seems simple, and ends somewhere you didn't expect. Subscribe, your ancient brain will thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.